En nuestros encuentros en el Festival de Granada, hablamos hoy desde el Carmen de los Mártires con el célebre pianista francés Pierre-Laurent Aimard, reconocido ante todo el mundo como uno de los mejores intérpretes de Messiaen, minutos después de su segundo concierto en una jornada casi maratoniana dedicada al de Catalogue d'Oiseaux. Bonjour, Monsieur Aimard.
Bonjour.
Welcome to the Granada Festival.
Thank you.
On your youth, you had close relationships with both the composer and his wife, Yvonne Loriot, for whom the cycle was written. Did you ever work directly with them on the Catalogue d'Oiseaux?
Oh yes, not on all the pieces, but on some of the pieces, with Yvonne, who was my piano teacher for 7 years, obviously, and with Messiaen, obviously as well, as I've got the privilege to know him from the age of 12, and then a lot. And you would never miss a chance, of course, to work with a composer who knows better than anybody else what he wants in his pieces.
Great, and could you please speak about Messiaen? I mean, we all know Olivier Messiaen as a composer, but how was that Olivier Messiaen you met, and what did you admire most about him?
I loved his piece. He was calm, would never shout or speak loud, take time to think about, and was always listening to situations and to human beings. Any of them without exception. I was amazed as a little boy of 12, very often when you meet an adult, especially a famous person, he or she will not give the greatest attention to your questions or conversation. And I was amazed that he treated me like anybody else. And I think this is one of the reasons why he has been such an extraordinary teacher. He never imposed himself to others, but he was giving a lot of attention to the personality that was in front of him.
Oh, that's great. And which are the challenges for a performer when playing the Catalogue, during the same day, in order to keep the attention of the public after so many hours?
The pieces take the attention of the audience because they are so marvelous. So we have to live close to the pieces, their varied dramaturgies, their immaculate poesy, their extraordinary rich colors, their impressive gestures, their marvelous melodies. So the goal is to concentrate the attention of the audience on this extraordinary world of new sounds at the end of the 50s, of course.
Sure.
On this very special way to sing melodies, not a human way, but however a very touching and varied way, and on this, to concentrate the attention on this way to create drama, because some of the pieces are like a romance between two singers, others like a small opera with many participants, many protagonists. Some others are more meditative, they are very varied, so we have to find the right attitude for each of these pieces.
Excellent. And how different is to play this work outdoors, like you're doing today, in different locations at the Granada Festival? Does the location play a role in the performance?
Well, if the acoustic is as good as what we had this morning, then I don't see any objection. The question is, if there are some disturbance, of course, well, if it is bird songs, they are welcome, and I will try to incorporate them in the discourse of the piece. But a part of that, the idea is that we travel, as the composers traveled for assembling all these sources of composition, all these bird songs. And we are also in contact with the nature, with the air, with the space of the nature, as the composer did. And I think that these dimensions somewhere are reflected in these pieces. They are not pieces conceived within an architecture. There are pieces conceived by a traveler, a walker, and somebody who would live always different experiences because he was changing the locations where he gave his attention to this musical environment.
Brilliant. We are celebrating 100 years of Pierre Boulez. You were invited by Boulez to become a solo pianist with his ensemble intercontemporain. Also, you have performed and recorded many of Boulez's works. How was working with him? What memories do you still have from your time working with him?
There are so many memories, and they are so intense, so nourishing. I don't know how to yet answer to your question. He was the musician of his time. Many people say that. What does it mean? But in the sense, he was like a man of the Renaissance, with so much knowledge and so much types of activity, taking so much care of the musical society, trying to build for it the best frames. He was also such a mix of passion and competence, of intuition and reflection, of personality but also altruism in his way to understand and help the others. So this was a man, an artist and a creator that assembled an impressive amount of qualities and has given the fruit to many people thanks to the multiplicity of his activities. So I've been a very lucky man to live musically close to him for decades and decades.
That's amazing. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.